The distinct scent of books, that slight hint of vanilla and mystery, fills your nose, and while it's not at all unwelcome, it is strange to smell it when you're not actually paging through any of your books. It only takes you a few moments to track down the source of the smell. What appears to be the spirit of literature hovers a few feet away from you, nose in a book. When he sees you, he nearly drops the book he's holding, rewarding you with a glare.
Ah! Oh, for God's sake, you cannot sneak up on me like that when I'm reading! You have no way of knowing what world I've been in. I might mistake you for a zombie or an ill-mannered country gentleman, and, well, I might have to act accordingly, you see. If you were a zombie, I expect we'd be having a very different conversation. It would probably go something like this. What, you don't? Shame. They've written some lovely corpse poetry. My name is Lyric. I chose the name myself, you know. I was originally written as Lionel. Can you imagine? I am the embodiment of all literature, an indisputable master of the written word. I have read positively everything. I am voracious with books, poetry, magazine articles, any genre, any length, any style. I love it all. I know you're curious about all that, so I figured I'd offer it right up front. What am I not reading right now is a shorter answer. This one right here is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sink, a riveting account of voyaging in a submersible to rescue a clean sponge from a dirty band of moldy criminals. This one, Angles in America, is a non-fiction history on the American phobia of rounded spaces. A bit dry, but it does make you see space and architecture in a new light. And this one I picked up on a whim, and I won't put down until they pry it out of my cold papier-mâché fingers. Pounded in the butt by the this Chuck Pringle fellow. He really has a line on the object erotica market. Oh, this isn't even the tip of the iceberg. This is like one molecule of ice that's floating near the tip of the iceberg. And the iceberg is 2,000 miles wide. What do you mean? Sadly, I've never even written a paragraph. Not a single line of text. Not a word. Not a punctuation mark. We do? We? Do you mean that you would help me write? Write with me? We could co-author the first book of lyric? Well, I never. This is most excellent. I wager you're about to become the first human in history to help a book write a book. All very exciting. I have some materials to gather. Pens, paper. We'll probably need quite a bit of extra paper to crumple dramatically on the floor when writer's block sets in. Oh, how fun! I'm about to experience writer's block! All right, I'll get to gathering. I'll need some time, but when you return, ready shall I be. Oh, good! You're here. I'm excited. I'm expressive. Everyone's ready to go to the zoo. I've been thinking, and here, I believe, is the best way to organize our efforts. Creativity is for naught without some solid logistics. I know how I'd like to start my book. I've got this fantastic detective character named Wen that I've been working on for a while, and he's going to be our hero. What I need from you, though, is help with creating an outline. If you will, help me to create a framework. And then, once we have that, I will take it and go into my secret writer's cubby and create the entirety of the book, which I can absolutely do in a night. And believe you me, it will be perfection. But the outline, that's the hard part for me. Will you help? Does that sound doable? Yes, let us boogie. So, here's what I'm thinking about Wen. Detective Xander Wen. He is a hard-boiled detective living in the big city of Sprawlsville, and he is a magnet for crimes. which works out just fine because he's also a genius at solving them. Now, just to be clear with you, I haven't fully settled on writing a hard-boiled crime drama to go with my hard-boiled detective. The way I see it, Detective Wen is capable of getting himself into and out of almost any kind of trouble imaginable. I suppose this is why I've been having so much trouble writing this on my own. Xander Wen could do just about anything. I'm asking you to help me create his first story from infinite possibilities. Well, shall we get started? Excellent! I'll give you the first line, of which I'm very proud, and we'll run with it from there. With that fantastic red shirt, you're bound to have some good ideas. Detective Xander Wen went out the door, looking for crimes.
The Dark Wizard Malmor the Deathless has returned, Gondorf exclaimed. And the only way to defeat his armies of evil is to destroy the source of his power, the Gauntlet of Gloom. Will you help us?
Gondorf pleaded, and Xander knew just how he could. First, Xander would need to gather a team of epic heroes to join in his quest. Slamhammer the Troll, Eldensil the Elf, Barry the overpaid accountant, and anyone else who had nothing better to do that Wednesday. With his team assembled, Xander and the Consortium were finally ready to set out towards... With the gauntlet in their possession, the Consortium set out towards Elderheim. And upon reaching the kingdom, Xander took the gauntlet to the Lake of Fire to destroy it. As he arrived, however, he was shocked to find his path blocked by the one person who could stop him. Zaddy, the one person who knew every one of Xander's moves, because they were also his moves. Suddenly, however, Xander had a brilliant idea to defeat Zaddy once and for all. Taking a deep, focused breath, Xander... Twins are always up to no good. I say they should be made illegal. Anyway, let's call this mirrored marvel Lord of the Realms, the Two Xanders.
Lyric looks at the story outline you've written and pronounces his true feelings.
Looking at this, I think this one is nice and suspenseful. I'll write it up right away. Unless you think we could come up with something better? See you soon, partner. I've written it! The tome! Pretty heavy, but worth the effort. But it's not enough that we've written this. One should always check in with the hoi polloi before publishing. So I've brought along my favorite friends to bounce ideas off of. The wall, ceiling, and floor, of course.
Who else would be a support group, darling?
Here it is, my very own book, written by myself with help from the human.
And the name of the book is...
Why, you can read the name on the book itself.
It's just always nicer when the one presenting says the title out loud.
I can't. It isn't right. You say it.
Me? Why would I say it?
Florence?
Oh, I'm not good with crowds.
Oh,
Thank you for saving me the trouble, Wallace.
Let's begin.
This book is awfully exciting.
I wasn't on the edge of my seat, but I was closer than I am normally wont to be.
wall.
You have a real flair for adventure. I loved it.
This one should fly off the shelves.
Thank you for your support.
It's what we do best, Lyric.
Well, should we go ahead and publish? Marvelous! I'll submit this to Mac right away. Here we go. We're going to find out if our book did well. I can't decide if I feel excited or profoundly ill. Wow, did you hear that? They loved it! They were on the edges of their seats! Well, nearly. But to heck with Celia. The others were genuinely enthused. Ah, I'm so grateful for your help. Look what we've done. I've gone from embodying literature to creating it. Thank you. This is so wonderful. With just a bit more of your help, the next book I write will be an epic romance.